Hello everybody, this is Mac and we are going to work on transforming absolute values. So what we're going to do is very basic ones that we do in Algebra 1. Now we can do these way more advanced in Algebra 2, but what we learn is that the absolute value of x just looks like a v. And it's a 1 by 1 v, so up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and up 1 that way 1. It works both ways, okay? And so we showed that in a video, and you just need to know that that's what the form looks like, okay? So anyways, once we know that, there's ways that we translate these. Now, there are ways to make the v's skinnier, or fatter, but we're going to do that in Algebra 2, okay? We're not going to do that here in Algebra 1. We're going to save that for Algebra 2. What we're trying to do is find what we call the vertex. The way the vertex works is in the x, we use the opposite number, and what's floating out here is just whatever we use. So if I were to write this as a formula, y equals absolute value of x minus x1 plus y1. Okay, so if you notice, you have a minus in the formula. So because the minus is in a formula, that x is actually a positive 3, and that y is a positive 2, okay, because it's a plus in the formula. So the way I want you to see this, so that right there would be the vertex, and I'm just going to go 1 by 1 that way. I mean, like up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. And here, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and another one that goes like that. Number 2, your x value is going to be negative 4. And your y value is going to be negative 1. You go with the actual sign on the one out there. You don't do the opposite for the y. Okay? And something like that. For number 3, we're going to go, ooh, they threw a negative out there. We haven't talked about that. Okay? If you have a negative out in front, it's going to flip it upside down. Okay? I'm glad that came. Sorry if I didn't say anything earlier. So on this, my x is going to be 2. My y is going to be 5. Positive 2 and positive 5. So I'm going to go 2 and 5. The negative sign means I'm going to go down 1 by 1. And so it's going to look like something like that. Let's look at number 4. My x is going to be negative 3. My y is going to be a negative 2. So I'm going to go negative 3, negative 2. The minus sign means I'm going to flip it upside down. And it's going to look something like that. Let's go to number 5. My x is going to be positive 5. My y is going to be a negative 4. 5, negative 4. There's no negative sign out in front, so I just do my normal 1 by 1s. And those are, those will go on forever too, okay? Now here, I'm going to have negative 1 as my x, and I'm going to have a positive 6 as my y. Negative 1, 6, and I just go the 1 by 1s. Going to number 7. Oop, they threw a negative sign out there. So let me find my vertex first. That's going to be a positive 4 and a negative 1. Positive 4, a negative 1. And now it's going to flip upside down because that negative is out in front. And I'm going to go like that. What if that said negative 2 or negative 5 or negative 1/2? Algebra 2. Okay, so we're not going to do that here in Algebra 1. But maybe I'll do a video someday on Algebra 2. And when we do that, happy to show you. Okay, let's not get you all messed up with some Algebra 2 right now. Boom, and that negative sign means we're going to flip. So I'm going to go like here, and I'm going to go like that. And that, my friends, is the basics of how absolute values work. All right, so hopefully through these three videos, we walk you there step by step. And when you see an absolute value on on any kind of a test, you're going to feel much more comfortable. The only thing I'm going to say is be careful. When you're doing it, inside the absolute value, it's the opposite sign. But for the number going out here, it is the sign, okay? It's not opposite for that. So that's the only thing I'm going to ask you to be careful of, all right? Like and subscribe to this video. It would really help me out. Other than that, really proud of you guys for getting to the end of this graphing section. I'm sure you guys are going to do great. Take care now.